Hello Virgo, and welcome back to TenPaths Tarot. I'm so glad you could join me today. My name is Everett, and today's Spirit has an inspiring message for you. Someone out there wants to know the ideal course of action. Ideal course of action. And here it shows this woman. She is emerging from a well of emotion, which is the water here. And she is emerging and evolving, and things are growing around her. And she has her eyes on this castle in the back. She intends to walk toward it. And so you have a goal in mind, or you're considering a goal. And so usually I would start with the top 4 cards that were given to me, but today the reading makes more sense starting from the bottom. And so I'm going to start with the last card first. And first up, we have the Page of Pentacles. Now this person looks like they're conjuring. They're conjuring what they want. They see something and they think they can make it materialize if they just concentrate enough. And he has those ram's horns, which indicate forward movement. And so he had a plan, and he was sure he could do it. But things didn't go as planned. So there's been a disappointment. And things got rather bleak. But here we are, we're talking to strength. We're saying, I need strength here. Things did not go as I planned, and now things look so bleak. I am uncertain of myself, and so Spirit is sending you strength so that you regroup. If you haven't regrouped yet, Spirit is telling you to regroup, because there is much more ahead of you. Now, once you get stronger, you might go back to that well of emotion. Here we have the 9 of Cups. And so look at all of that bounty of emotion he has. He feels like he's found the cave filled with the treasure, and his emotions just well up again, and he starts getting really excited. For some people, this may be literal. You could have had a literal reversal of fortune from despair into abundance. But some of this, for some people, for most people, it's probably internal. So they went from feeling really dark, like nothing can happen good for me again, to almost going to the other extreme again. And so they're sort of back in this original energy. And because they're so excited, they're thinking, if I just find that one passion, that one thing that will direct me, what is my life's purpose? What does Spirit want me to do? I will do it. I'll go out and I'll do it. And so Spirit is saying, I appreciate your emotion. I appreciate your faith, but calm down. So we have the Knight of Mirrors. Mirrors represents our emotion again. There is so much energetic emotion in this reading. It's just overwhelming. Even the Wands is passion. So now you've got that fire behind those emotions. This Knight, he is taking a moment, though, to think about where this has led him in the past. He's acting wisely. He's passionate. I mean, he's a Knight of Mirrors, like a Knight of Cups. He has a lot of passion. He has a lot of emotion, but he's thinking about how he might have done something differently if he were to do it again, and trying to calm that enthusiasm down. Ironically, Virgo, it is that enthusiasm that will carry you forward if you can learn to get it a little under control. Because there's a part of you that you will have a vision and you'll want it to be like the sun, like everything. If I find this magic direction, if I find this magic interest, if I find this magic purpose in life, I'll have the sun. It'll be everything. And Spirit wants to give you so much more. That is Spirit's message here, loud and clear. But to do that, you're going to have to take it down a notch. The next card is Temperance. Temperance, evening things out. We've gone from this giant sun to the sunflower. So take it down. Remember that we are bound by the material aspects here on earth. And our emotions are somewhere between that spiritual and that physical realm. And so we have to balance these things. And that's what Spirit is telling you with this card. Look at the life circling around this sun. You're still meant to have a life beyond one passion. One passion may seem great, but I have met people who other people would think they have it all, and they're not happy because that one passion, having dedicated themselves to that one passion, they now see other possibilities, but they don't feel like they can pursue them because everyone says, well, you have it all. So Spirit is saying, give this time to grow, one step at a time. Do you see how the earth around that sunflower is empty? You don't know what might grow in there. It could improve things immensely. It could make such a garden that it would be unbelievable. And so we have that message reiterated with the 7 of mirrors. Now, before we get going, mirrors and cups are the same. We started out here with this 9 of cups, and we let it keep going until it was the 10. A knight is like a 10. It's almost like a 10, 9.5 maybe. And so now we're bringing that down. We're bringing that emotion down to a 7. The 7 of mirrors. And here, the mirror in the background is broken. You're going to have some setbacks. That doesn't mean you trash all the other mirrors. You continue working and you let your emotions flow, but at a steadier pace. She is at a loom. The loom can only go so fast, but it can weave a fabulous tapestry. And at the same time that card jumped out, 2 other cards jumped out, one of which is the Weaver. So she is also weaving. And it will be a beautiful tapestry, but this time she is the Queen of Scrolls, with scrolls representing our thoughts. So now we're starting to calm that emotion down and start to add a little bit of logic in, a little bit of calming energy, looking at things more methodically. Like, yes, I may want the sun, but what I have is a seed. I can grow the sunflower. And with time, I can grow the garden. But right now, let's concentrate on one thing at a time. And it's okay to feel energetic about that one thing. When you allow yourself to scale down and feel energized by even a smaller accomplishment, one of the small steps, that gives you the impetus, the forward motion to go to the next step and the next. Enjoy each step in the process. And the other card that jumped out was the 6 of mirrors. Now we've taken that emotion down a little bit more. We went from a 9 and 10 to a 7, and now we've got a 6. But look what's happened. He is still dreaming and following his music, but because he's taking the time to enjoy it, all of the garden is growing around him. And we start to have construction here toward that castle that she envisions. And so Spirit is telling you the ideal course of action is just to bring your emotion down a little bit. Enjoy each step along the way, because what you're going to find is that you may not get what you pictured as the perfect son. You may get something better because other things may grow up around you, which are more or different opportunities that may be better than what you could have imagined. And so that is Spirit's message for you today, Virgo. I hope you got something out of it. If you enjoyed this reading, give it a thumbs up. And please do subscribe. I would love to see you again. Bye for now.